So I got this spigot here that it's been very hard to turn off. In fact, a few of them have been. And so I'm actually gonna replace this one with this one. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go inside and turn off the water to the house, drain it out, and see if I can get this one off of here. So this is the main shutoff, and I had gone away for a little bit and shut the water off to the house, and you can see this is leaking a little. I'll probably have a plumber come in and help me with this one because it's going to be requiring some soldering, and obviously it's going to have to be shut off at the street. But I'll probably tighten this down, see if I can get that packing in there a little tighter so it doesn't leak. But this is over several days, so not too concerning. But anyway, turning it off. All right, and then over here I'm gonna just drain it out. All right, we'll leave that open, let it run. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep this with a little bit of plumber's tape. This will help with any leakage around the threads. Start out with this. So you gotta remember righty-tighty and then lefty-loosey. So I'm gonna be doing lefty-loosey, which means when you use a wrench like this, it's gonna want to lock into place as it gets tension on it. So I'm going to be turning this way, which this position it would get yanked out. So I'm actually going to hold it like this, and that way it's going to push this up and make it tighter. So start this here. Like so. And then I'm going to position this one like this. Actually, I think I'm going to position this one down here so that I can get leverage on it. And like I said, I've already shut the water off inside, so I should be good to go. It's actually turning easier than I thought. The wrenches are close together, so they were hitting there. And hopefully not too much water is gonna shoot out. There we go. And there's that. Alright, so here's my new one. And I'm not exactly sure how to make sure that when you thread it, the spigot ends up going, you know, straight up and down. I've never done this before, so I will start sort of in this position. If I can get the threads to bite. we go. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, so this is gonna have to come off, and it's gonna then be in this direction. So I'm going to see if I can get another full rotation out of this. Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. That's gonna work good. There we go. All right. So I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna go turn the water back on, see if we get any leaks. Okay, back in the basement, got the new spigot on. I'm gonna slowly, somewhat slowly, start turning the water on. Build up some pressure. Oh, I gotta get the sink turned off, I forgot. There we go. You hear the water filling in. And at some point, it should stop hissing. There we go. That took a long time, but finally stopped hissing. All right, so that's not good. So it's opened all the way. I'm gonna bring a wrench down here and tighten up this packing nut. And let's go check outside. Okay, so here we are afterwards. And there's a tiny bit of water there, but I didn't dry it after putting this back together, so or before turning the water on, so I think that might be what that was, because certainly not doing anything now. And yeah, we'll turn it on, so I'll probably get a lot of air coming out of here. Nice and slow. I got this air conditioning unit like right here, so it's not an easy spot. There we go, I can hear some air. There we go. Good, all right. So there's a little bit of this insulation that was on it. I'm gonna put this back for now, but get something, get a little bit more of this or something like it to put around here to keep this insulated for the winter time, and maybe even get one of those styrofoam caps to go on there to help keep the temperature from getting too cold. Okay, so before this was not like this. It was from turning it off and then back on again. So at the top here is a nut just before the little platform that we have. So what I'm going to do is get a wrench on here, and I'm going to just tighten up that little, I believe they call it a packing nut, a little bit, and that should stop the drip. Do a little turn there. Let's get this water out of here. Let's see what we get. I may have done it. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a slight bit more. There we go. All right, I do not see any water pooling in there. So this is the packing nut right here. And I tighten, not this one. All right, seems to be good. I will come back and check it a little later.